wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Letha. I'm Travis. It's
Hey,
WrestleMania weekend.
It's WrestleMania weekend.
Time to get bitty with it. We got an Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We have a Intercontinental Championship match, triple threat.
Yeah, that.
We'll probably see something with Charlotte and old Ronda Rousey, as we call her.
Oh, those people. Ooh, maybe.
The old one. Oh, that's not loud.
Shelton wins April Fools. That's probably why it was so annoying. Was because of how loud everything was on this channel.
Is yours still loud? Do you want me to turn yours?
Yeah, it's like very loud. Loud enough that I would not want to up a little more. More. Just a smidge. More. Okay, good. They're going to start
All right, they're started out with
the
the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
They have all the people listed on the trophy, of course. Film is in the chat. Walter's out there. Ravi is with us. Sophie is out there. Luke is with us.
Woo-hoo.
And, yeah, that's about it. See, Ravi says like and subscribe to the channel. You know how D loves to make friends. Only with certain people, Ravi and life. Just kidding. I like all you guys in your own weird-ass ways. Film says, let's go, Queen Charlotte, woo. Let's go, I love this stream. I am ready to see you see WWE Women's Armpits. And let's go, it's Friday. I know what that means. And also, Walter says, hey, Travis, and delete that SmackDown tonight. That was way, way earlier when the chat started.
Woo.
Sophie says, hi, guys. Luke says, ABCDEFULOL. It's a funny song. I actually like that song. Sophie says, I can't believe how many YouTubers are covering Ring of Honor tonight. I think that says the most exposure Ring of Honor has gotten in like 20-year history. Thanks to Tony Khan, as some people are calling him with a C-O-N instead of the K-H-A-N.
Yeah.
Luke says, Sophie, there will be a lot going on tonight with all the wrestling stuff, so please do not start posting every little thing seriously. I mean, Sophie's like, okay. I mean, we enjoy information, but sometimes it's information that has been repeated multiple times, so it gets old.
Like we don't know how Battle Royals work.
I don't know how they work. I would like her to continue her explanation. Thank you. Well,
Glorious. Maybe even a Dolph sighting or just Gloria?
Robert Roode or Dolph Ziggler?
It's
Dolph
both.
Ziggler and Robert Roode.
Dolph Ziggler disrespecting the AAA Minor League Championship belt.
He does it with every belt he gets, which is weird, but whatever, I guess.
It is what it is.
But and he flips it around. He just likes to show his ass off with it.
Is he an ass man?
He likes ass pictures because he's an ass. Which is fine. He can be an ass all he wants. Sophie says, okay. Well, there's a SmackDown before WrestleMania. Yeah, Walter, it's the WrestleMania SmackDown. Sophie says, why couldn't they do this match for one of the Nights of Mania kickoff shows? I think they're following the footsteps of what they did last year because they did the same thing last year. So
They did. And, you know, they don't have enough time in that 2 hours to show matches. They got to talk the whole time.
You know, that 2
For
hours
recaps.
of pre-show is just, ugh. Karina Collins is in the chat. Hey, Karina, how you doing tonight? It's Friday. Says, hello, you guys. Thumbs up. It's the night before WrestleMania.
It's like Christmas Eve.
Bryce Pitts is in the chat. Hey, Bryce, this has your
Bryce.
Gab. Happy Friday. Happy Friday right back at you, Bryce. Hopefully everybody is being safe out there. It's later in the evening for a lot of you people on the Eastern Coast. Or it's in the middle
Finn
of
Balor.
the morning for people who are over in Europe. Hopefully you're all home safe and sound in your beds. Or on your couches. As Luke says, who cares when this match is happening? Just watch it and enjoy. Ravi says, big up D and Travis, the coolest duo on the net.
Woo.
Thanks, Ravi. You're just so extra sweet. What do you want? Just kidding. Janelle Jackson's in the chat there. Hey, Janelle. Hi, man. How is life going for
Thank
you?
you for
How's
hanging
the
out with
job?
us.
How's the kid? All that good stuff. Is your kid going to be turning 1 soon? It seems like it's been almost a year since your baby was born. Sophie says, 2 of the men who won this battle royale are no longer with the company, Big Show and Cesaro. Yeah, that's true, but, you know, they deserve to win when they won it, so that's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, there's like, okay, Royal Rumble start first. Well, Walter, yeah, it's the Andre the Giant.
It started.
So we have
everybody.
Dolph and Finn Balor added to this.
Yes. Well, Finn was on there, wasn't he?
Finn
okay, who's that going
out?
out? Is that... Wait, is that Los Lotharios? No, that's Mansoor.
That's Mansoor.
Dolph's out already? No, not quite. Looked like he was going to get eliminated.
R-Truth is taking his time, and Mansoor's getting his... Oh,
Tozawa gone.
Reggie's almost gone. He's like, he kind of thinks smarter. Ooh. Reginald doing his... Oh, Damian Priest gave him the kick to the face, and he is out. Damian's like, there you go. R-Truth's like,
Damian Priest could easily win this, right? Isn't it going to be Damian Priest? That's probably my prediction.
That he's going to be the winner. And
yeah, R-Truth out.
Gonna
so
be
the 24/7's gone. That little trio.
Yes. The trio of the people are gone.
That's how you know that Vince loves you, is when you chase around a belt that doesn't even count, and then you get eliminated first out of
We do have Eric
Cedric?
and Ivar out there.
Cedric went out, but back in,
there.
so he's okay. Jinder Mahal going out next.
Mahal goes
Jinder's out
by the Vikings. Thanks to them, he is done. Working on people. Looks like Shanky's working on somebody over there, but I don't know who it is.
That was... Oh, wait, Shanky.
Who is that guy?
Which one?
The one that Shanky's
Dolph?
throwing around.
Dolph.
Who's that guy? Oh, that's
Mace,
Mace or Ibar or T-Bar.
It's T-Bar.
Mace or T-Bar.
It's T-Bar.
T-Bar.
Uh-oh. T-Bar gone.
Oh, he is outskis. Poor guy. By Benjamin Shelton gave him the big old kickaroos. Cedric and Alexander laughing about it.
Both of the Hurt Business still in there. A couple tag teams still in there. The Glorious Show-Offs and the Hurt Business. And the Viking Raiders.
Aziz is going after old Dolphy.
Dolph's going to eliminate Aziz.
Dolph and
I don't know
working together.
Why that hurt. Anyways. Dolph had him in a headlock, but he let go. He should have just kept a hold of him.
Yes, we also have Tommaso Ciampa out there, guys, just so you know that there's that.
Ciampa is on the main roster tonight. Gulak is there. He'll probably go out soon.
There he is. He's with Madcap Moss. So that's why I was like, pretty sure that's him. Oh, shit.
Gulak out.
Is gone, poor guy. Madcap Moss definitely is over his neck injury. Good for him.
Gulak was teaching Dalitha how to play video games last night.
I actually played WWE 2K22.
Hey, it's Happy Corbin
is out there. Sophie says 2 of the men who won the battle royal. Oh, I already read that. Walter says, okay, roll on first effort. And Luke says, Sophie, are you already doing it? No. Sophie says, wow, NXT involvement. Yeah, some of it, huh?
Not a lot. Wow.
Madcap almost
Corbin trying to eliminate him? He was holding that top rope down. Now he's out. Madcap.
Ciampa's going to get him.
No,
he's
still
like,
not
get
out.
back in there. He's not eliminated.
Twice he's been safe. Pay attention to what's happening in the ring.
Ciampa's like, here, let me try again. For the 3rd time. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin! Says, what is this Wrestling Gab news now? You guys are getting all high-tech and fancy to compete with CNN and Fox for those clicks, or just keeping blockheads like me fully informed. You like that new setup? Is it exciting for you guys?
I've been playing with it for a few weeks, but...
Ravi says, Sophie, don't think Luke won't time you out. Walter says, hey, Luke. Hey, Ravi. Ravi says, Walter, yo.
Said Rick.
Luke says, hey, Walter. And Walter says, AEW Rampage after SmackDown. Good
Apollo
wrestling.
going out? No.
Oh.
So Apollo stayed in, by the way. He's still on
rolling
the outside.
In. Well, he's...
Okay, Hurt Business has been eliminated.
Well, Benjamin Shelton is gone, yes.
And Cedric before him.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mansoor next.
Mansoor and Ciampa are having a fight over on the other side of the ring.
Good
he
little
almost got in.
Mansoor!
Mansoor!
He's holding on.
Hold on, my friend. Oh, Mansoor is gone. Dirty, you guys. Rude's going after Ciampa.
Oh, Cruz.
Cedric Alexander gone by the Viking Raiders. And now Ibar is gone thanks to Commander Sneeze. Shanking a Sneeze, getting rid of Eric. Now what are these giants who's gonna win out of these giants? Commander Aziz or Shanky?
Shanky.
Or Damian Priest. Damian Priest is still in there.
Yeah,
Robert
three
Roode's
giants.
still in there. Dolph is in there. Aziz and Shanky are in there. Madcap Moss is still in there.
What's his name? Little guy with the
Finn
bald
Balor's
head.
still in there.
And what's his name? Ciampa.
And
Unless you already
Ciampa.
said that.
Tommaso Ciampa is still in there. That's your guys.
All right, the
They're still
two
active.
giants going at it right now,
Oh,
though.
God. He's like, I'll
Looks
get
like
you,
Shinky's
Shanky.
going out.
I'll get you out of here. I'll get you out.
Oh, Finn Balor's going to
Finn
eliminate
Balor's
everybody.
Like, let's help both of you out.
Okay, Shanky,
Oh,
Shanky
out
and
too.
Aziz.
Oh, Aziz and Shanky. The people who should be winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royale
It's going to be
not
Damian
in there
Priest.
anymore. So it's going to be Damian, I'm guessing, also.
Finn Balor and
trying
Damian
not to
do
be
have
kicked
that
out.
feud. Maybe they can carry this over to Mania.
Possibly, maybe.
Big choke slam. No, Finn got out of it.
Counter defended
Oh, kicked him in
it.
the hamstring.
That's
Oh,
good stuff. Robbie says,
Old
"Hello,
school
do
wrestling.
you-
Oh,
do I
soccer
need
style.
Anything from you other than your beautiful self? I don't.
oh
fucking
no,
know, my
Damian's
friend.
gone.
Damian's gone. We were wrong in our assumptions. Shouldn't assume.
Finn
that
Balor
they're gonna
eliminated
have a
Damian.
giant.
Uh-oh.
Old Dolphy.
It's going to be somebody
Robert
short.
Roode's gonna get Ciampa, maybe.
Maybe it'll be Ciampa that wins this. Introduce him to the main roster.
Oh man.
The shortest man in the history of the sport. Oh!
Out.
No, Ciampa's gone.
Ciampa's out. We have Dolph, Rude, Finn Balor,
Dolph could win this.
Madcap Moss.
Moss should win it, I guess. He's the biggest guy left. I'd like to see Rude win it, but I'm sure Rude's the next to be eliminated. Oh!
They're gonna give it to a little tiny itty bitty little baby boy.
Possibly. Moss isn't little, if he wins it.
I didn't say he was.
Uh-oh. Dolph's over the top. No, not quite.
He's like, hey, dude, stop taking my pants off.
All right.
Oh,
Rude.
hold on.
No. Madcap needs to do something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, tag team.
Madcap's like, what should I
Madcap
be
can
doing?
just eliminate everybody right here.
There you go, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, get
No,
rid of
Finn Balor's still in.
Kick him, dude. Oh, you didn't get him. I'm disappointed in this Andre the Giant Battle Royale right
I would have been
now.
excited about that. Now Finn's going to win this thing. No! Finn's out!
Yes! Madcap Moss won it. Good for him. Good for them. Didn't see that one coming. Nice.
Good
nice,
for him.
Nice. Nice, huh?
Wasn't he friends with, what's his name, that Gronkowski? Is that whose Gronk was
Yes.
hanging out? No, that was Mojo. And then Mojo
Oh.
was friends with him.
Yeah.
So maybe they're all a group.
Maybe.
He can lift it up. It's pretty heavy.
How the hell did he lift that thing up? Intestinal fortitude, my friend. Intestinal
Right? I thought he was going to win it right here, but Finn held on. And then he just got out swindled.
Right?
Right here, look at this. What?
Yeah, I didn't expect him to land out there.
Yeah, once he got back in, I thought Finn was going to win it. So did everybody at home.
See, Vindicator says, I predict Finn Balor is winning this free-for-all. What do you think, Trav? Well, that didn't happen.
No.
We thought it was going to be
Yes, I thought it would be
Damian
Finn
Priest
also.
or one of the big guys, like Aziz or Shanky or something.
Moss did pull it
Since
off.
they're actual giants, I guess you could say.
He did it all by himself.
Sophie says, too bad the winner of this Battle Royale doesn't get anything like a title shot for the future. Bryce says, oh geez, here comes Baron Corbin. Sophie says, with the Hall of Fame, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it or not. Bryce says, Alexander's now eliminated. Sophie says, remember when this Battle Royale was a big part of Mania? I don't know why they reduced it to SmackDown instead of the main card, Mania.
No time.
Sophie says, I like that you were showing the card for Mania. Walter says, Letha, you got something on your sweatshirt. I do? Where? Where?
I don't see it. Maybe it's boobs.
I do have boobs in my sweatshirt.
Just on.
Walter, stop looking at my boobs. Are you talking about my microphone, maybe? That you can see my microphone? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it something else? Do I got a spider on me? Because if so, that's fine.
It's the chrysanthella.
Looks like Sophie slowed down. Philip says, go, Finn, go. Vindicator says, yeah, of course, Stinky and Sneeze would be eliminated. Fans just don't care about these awkward tall guys, Omaha included. Sophie says, Finn Balor versus Priest. I'm guessing they are saving that for Raw after Mania.
Something's
Walter
going
says,
on there.
April Fool's. Oh, it was a big joke. Oh, Walter. You joker, you. April Fools.
You just got
I just got
bamboozled.
bamboozled. Joker. Film's like, no. Film's like, Finn Balor lost. Sophie says, you got to be kidding with this win. Vindicator says, I was close. Balor was the last to go anyway. Yes. Robbie says, Madcap Moss, would you effing believe it? Sophie's like, it is weird that you guys are cheering after Moss won. I really don't care.
It was they had 3 small guys and then Moss.
Yeah.
And it's Andre the Giant Battle Royals.
Yeah, the key word being Andre and then Giant. So.
Not cruiserweight Battle Royal.
Not tiny little boy weights, like, oh, hey, I weigh 180 pounds. I should totally win this. Anyways, Walter's like, good rumble. Looks like Sophie, is that weird? What's weird is you being upset that he won. Roberto Lozano is in the chat. Hey, Roberto says, hello. Wonder what's the Undertaker have to say tonight at the Hall of Fame.
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot of words are happening. Vindicator says, Moss get a little shot or what? There are no real stakes that I remember with this Andre Royal. No, but it's just you get your name on a trophy, right?
Yeah, you get a big trophy.
You're one of the few people that have won it. Kind of thing.
Intercontinental Championship right now, guys.
It's happening. They're doing all the big stuff right close.
Just right out of the gate.
They're like this and this. What's really sad is that Andre the Giant Battle Royale took 16 minutes. Not even that. Like 15. That's fucking lame.
Roberto Carrillo, Angel.
Lame. Luke says, Trav, you thinking about streaming the Hall of Fame tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yep, Robbie says, Moss using D-style jokes. Oh, sweet. Sophie says, don't look at D boobs or Travis will beat you up. I don't think Travis will beat anybody up.
They're hard not to notice. They're kind of big.
Robbie says, Sophie, LOL, maybe you should stop looking. Vindicator says, Walter definitely believes Dalitha could upstage Natalia in the boobs department. And that is no April Fool's joke. Sophie says, wow, they are doing this match now instead of the main event of the show.
Yeah, I would assume that Charlotte and Ronda will probably close the show down. I'm just guessing. I mean, I don't think they have anything set up with Brock and Roman. So
I don't know. I don't think so. Walter says this weekend I will be here for Mania. Still here for SmackDown until 9:18 p.m. my time. Shreech, Walter. Shreech. Let's see. I don't have any April Fool's jokes or anything to play on you guys, but let's see. Can't remember where I left off last time. I think I read that one. I think I did. Okay, I think it was this one. Here's a trivia question. Baron Corbin defeated Kalisto in what kind of match at TLC's Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2016? Let's see. Vindicator says Ricochet is still a mid-carder. That's why, Sophie. Who says, Letha, I've been thinking about why I like Liv and why you and Trav aren't fans of hers, and I've come to the conclusion that you guys are right about her mic skills and character. But after watching videos of interviews with Rhea today at Access Weekend, I know why I like Liv. Rhea said she was not thrilled about being put in another tag team at all. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tag teams
There's
are
nothing
mid-card
wrong with
things.
Liv as a person, okay? I have nothing against Liv as an actual human being. What she does on her farm and stuff like that. So let's just put that out there for myself. Like, I don't have anything wrong with her as a person in the real world, right? In wrestling, I just don't like a lot of her character stuff. Looks like, but after working with Liv, Rhea said that Liv is always trying to help the other ladies, and even when Liv fails, she keeps trying to do better. Okay, so that's great, but her improvement is so minute that it's hard to see it. Like, her improvements of getting better don't happen on a larger scale of what you'd like to see, right? She's been in this business for how many years now? How many? Tell me the honest number of how many years that she's been in.
They've been up for a while, maybe 5 years.
And in that 5 years, her mic skills should not be, I'm not saying her mic skills should be off the chart, so fucking fantastic.
Like LA
But
Knight.
her wrestling skills should be a lot better. They've improved, but so minutely that I just don't see it. Like, yeah, she works hard. Nobody's saying she doesn't work hard. Yeah, she fails and she works, and she works at it to try to be better. but her betters aren't huge steps, so you don't see that growth. Like, if you take what she was when she first started and you first saw her, and you take her now, it's a huge difference, right? But as time has gone on, it makes it tiny, 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 because there's not that big of a change. Like, there just isn't.
All right, I'll explain my side, because mine's different.
Well, of course.
Mine is based on just my history of watching wrestling. And so when I judge a wrestler, it's usually on how long they've been on the main roster or with the company. I don't like to see wrestlers just come in and win, right? And so it takes time. I hated Chris Jericho for 15 years.
Right.
I didn't like when he won the Undisputed Championship. I thought that was dumb because I didn't like him at the time. But now I like Chris Jericho. It just takes time for me. And eventually I'll come around to Liv when she's put in all the time in the world that she can. Because I like Liv more now today than I did 2 months ago.
Right.
There are certain guys that do just grab me. Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, when they first came up, it grabbed me instantly. So it does happen. So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
Right.
But they have to have something special.
That charisma has to
Rhea
be
Ripley
there.
Didn't have it. Yeah. I was pissed off that she won at Mania last year. Bianca Belair doesn't have it. Pissed me off that she won at WrestleMania last year. It's too soon for those guys. But in 5 years, I'm going to be all over them. Yeah. I guarantee you're going to hear me talking how great they are.
And their charisma will change. Because that's my other thing, is like they don't have the charisma. They aren't going up there and making you go, oh, I just love this fucking person. And maybe you look at them and you're like,
right.
and from a guy's point of view of looking at a woman saying, oh, I'm attracted to them, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about that. Right. I'm talking about other stuff and what, her charisma is. It's just not there. It doesn't go, she doesn't grab your attention and go, wow, I really want to watch this person wrestle.
When Paige came up, instant
charisma.
Instant. Right when she showed up and she won the title or whatever, the second she did it, I was like,
charisma. That
is perfection.
Yeah.
That's what they need. That's what wrestling needs. So I don't want to sound hypocritical if you guys see me go, oh my God, that person's awesome. And they're like, wait, they didn't put in 5 years. And it's like, some people don't need it.
Right. Well, and that's what I mean, though, and that's what it's all about, is their charisma. And if their
I like Damian Priest already. Damian Priest was instant for me. But I also watched him a little bit in NXT. Mm-hmm. And so if you watch NXT, I can see why people that watch NXT and then all of a sudden they're watching the main roster and then they come up, why they're excited. Mm-hmm. But where I wasn't watching NXT and these guys came up, I'm like, where are these guys from? I don't like this. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of ignorance on my side on that part too. Look at that. So basically it's two on.
His pants off already.
And that means he means business when he takes his pants off. But we do have the Los Lotharios basically versus Ricochet. But at some point, one of these two Los Lothario brothers, cousins, are going to turn on each other.
Yes, they are.
But Ricochet might be in a lot of trouble before that happens.
Yes, exactly.
And I did wrestle as Bliss when my game was loading because there was only 4 players while I was loading the game on the computer, which took forever.
It took 3
hours. I had to either wrestle Rhea Ripley or Sasha Banks. So I wrestled both of those, lost both matches because I have no idea how to play the game. But it was pretty fun. I was all jumping around and I finished, I was doing finishers and stuff, but I got beat by Rhea. Rhea was my first match, and my second one was Sasha Banks. But there was only 4 girls on the whole game, and then there was 4 guys. I have not wrestled as a dude yet. I don't think you have either.
No.
Yeah.
No, you had me wrestle as a girl.
Yeah. So, and she wrestled as Asuka. So I was Bliss and she was Asuka, but we haven't wrestled each other or anything. But anyways, that's where we're at with the game. I played it twice. She's played it 5, 6 times now.
Yeah, I played it a couple times.
Because she lost to Lana and then beat Lana. And then she lost to Dana Brooke and then beat Dana Brooks. And then she beat Tamina. So, yeah, 5. See, she's moving up in the rankings. So, Lana has the lowest ranking at 71. And then Dana Brooke at 74.
Tamina was 75.
Tamina at 75. And then there's...
and these are just one-on-ones, guys. These aren't anything special or anything like that.
She's just learning how to wrestle, but she actually went to the wrestling school with Drew Gulak.
Yeah, I did the tutorial because I've never played it before, guys. So I was like, I probably better learn what all the moves are.
So I've owned the games in the past, but I've never actually played them.
Right.
McKenna just liked to make the
characters.
wrestlers. And so I just got it so she could make people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she did. She'd just make people for hours. I mean, like,
right?
she'd
it was
make
the
people...
most entertainment she ever had. She'd just sit there for like 5 hours and 6 hours.
She just wanted a game where you just make people.
She needed a Sims or something. That's what she should have
Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked if there was any games that just were that. So Berta, oh, look at this.
Oh,
now remember,
and he's like,
Angel's going to be the one
look
that
at that
turns.
evil face he's got. You know he's going to double cross him after this wonderful play. Anyways, the answer to that trivia question, sorry, everybody, it was actually chairs match. It was a chairs match.
Oh, it was chairs, huh?
So if you got that, you got it right. Congratulations. And then real quick, here's a trivia question. I'll catch up on chat, guys. Sorry. Here's the trivia. How much money was on the line for the Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd Body Slam Challenge at WrestleMania 1?
Boom. Classic.
Okay, and then let's see. Where did I leave off at? Walter said he'll be here for the weekend. Mick Carter, Luke's comment that we read both of those sections. Robbie says, D, isn't that Bray's gal doing the ring announcing? No, that gal that's doing the ring announcing is actually Ricochet's girl.
Yeah, Bray's girl is JoJo. She's tiny.
Mm-hmm. She was the other Funkadactyl. No. No,
she came on with, what's her name? Eva Marie on the Total Divas
when they
first season.
Came up, yeah. And she was on there. Yeah.
Remember she lied to Stephanie and said that she could dance and she was going to be
Fandango's partner.
Girl.
Yeah, and it happened to, and she couldn't, so they had to do it with Summer
live.
Rae.
It was live. They were at a live event and she didn't know how to dance. And she's like, oh, I really don't know how. I was just telling you that so I could get up here, basically.
Right.
And,
I lied on my resume and it didn't work
they
out.
didn't have anybody. And then Eve, or what's her name? Summer Rae was like, I can dance. And she went out there and the rest is history. I mean, we all know what Summer Rae could do. Mm-hmm. But that was on Total Divas first season. Yep. If you guys
Walter says, just kidding around then, just today. Sophie says, so they could have made time for the Battle Royale for the Mania card if it lasts 15 minutes, basically. They're only going to have it last that long, then they could have, right? Let's see. And the Vindicator says, it's the right day for it, Big Walter. Film says, can't wait to see my armpit queen Charlotte Flair. And Sophie says, a 15-minute Battle Royale. Seriously, they killed TV time for that. I get it, Sophie. That's what I said. I was like, really? It was only 15 minutes? That's lame. Film says, let's go Charlotte. Woo. Walter's like, I give the answer. And Luke says, but then Rhea said, but after working with Liv, Rhea said that Liv, I read that one. And then, better just think the character she's been given is crap and should be trashed. But they do that every time, right? Every character she does doesn't work out.
They've rebranded her with the same
5-6
character.
times. I mean, just during the last 3 years that I've been watching this, they've rebranded her at least 3 times. How ridiculous is that?
Twice, but yeah.
I said at least 3.
Yeah, because of her first character. Yeah.
So she was a character. Then they rebranded her, so they had to rebrand her for that character.
And they're kind of slowly doing it again, as Luke pointed out. I think it was on Monday, that or maybe it was last Monday, that she's slowly turning her wardrobe just black, like she's starting to match Rhea. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of new, so.
Right. Anyways,
and that's cool.
Ayla,
I mean, whatever.
Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. Ayla's like 34 years. 34 years of what? Ravi says, D, allow it, man. Morgan Spice, let her have her time. Morgan, she's better than Brooke. Walter says, hey, Ayla. Well, Ayla says, hi, Walter. Sophie says, I'm feeling like the last half hour will involve the Hall of Fame in some way to get people to go straight to Peacock after SmackDown goes off the air. Matthew is in the chat. Hey, Matthew. Just finally getting to your chats here. Says, it's finally WrestleMania weekend. Woo. Holy shit. Sunday Stunner here in Roanoke on May 15th is going to have Roman versus Drew and 2 other belts. I am totally going to that show. Hello, Wrestling Gab. Luke says, I guess my issue is how much of it is her ability and how much is it what she's being told to do?
Well, I don't like her ability, but I don't care about ability.
Right.
You've never heard me one time say, you know what? I like that person because they're so good in the ring. You'll never hear me say it. I just don't say it. I like watching Ricochet do it, right? But if I did, I'd like Dante Martin. I don't care. It's in-ring work to me is like 15% of a wrestler. Mm-hmm. That's my problem. So if you're booked wrong, that's shitty for you. Because there was a lot of wrestlers in the old day, like Ted DiBiase, before he was the $1 Million Man, was booked shitty. When he became the $1 Million Man, he was the shit. Sami Zayn was shit until he became Fidel Castro. Mm-hmm. Now he's one of my favorite guys on the roster.
Right.
So, anyway, that's how I look at it.
We got the Los Lotharios back with Ricochet here, and they are both teaming up on poor Ricochet.
Yeah, it's basically 2-on-1. Somehow Ricochet's still in this because he's not that good. You know what I mean? To take on two dudes.
Right.
Basically, he's taking on a tag team. The tag team has not turned on itself yet.
Which is very strange. I figured that after that weird hug that it would happen.
1, 2. Look at that. Angel's like, wait a second. You were trying to win it?
Well, he's going to try. You're not. You're in the corner over there.
I want Ricochet to stay champion. Let me get that out before I start talking about anything else. But Humberto Carrillo would be nice to see as a champion for a minute. I doubt it's going to happen.
It won't happen.
I think Ricochet's still winning this.
Yes. Vindicator says the big time Bex character should be
trapped. Oh, shit.
Lynch has always been more efficient and tolerable as a babyface. It was her choice to turn into a heel, and she's learning that it's not, I don't think, as productive as she would hope in her character developments.
Right.
Film said, hey, Matthew, happy Friday. And Matthew says that Battle Royale match was an okay match. Matthew says, Film, how are you, buddy? Sophie says, who's the heel and face in this Charlotte feud, though?
Look at that. He's rolling up. Angel. Oh, we almost had a new champion.
Ronda is supposed to be the face in that, Sophie, where Charlotte is more of the heel character. That's what they're trying to portray Ronda more of as.
Not even more of. She's uber heel or face right now. It's ridiculous.
Because she can't be a bad guy. When she tried to be a bad guy when she first started, it kind of backfired a lot.
Okay. Well, the problem was with her is she was trying to be a baby face, and it didn't work. It backfired. It's going to backfire again. The crowd's going to boo her. And then so she turned heel, but then she left.
Yeah.
Because she can't handle it. And that's not me saying. That's literally her. She didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like she didn't like being booed as a baby face.
Robin says, Ayla, what up?
Whoa!
Walter says, Ricochet for the win. Ayla says, I'm doing well. How are you? Sophie says, hi, Ayla. And Matthew says, this will be a good match. Come on, Ricochet. Ayla says, hi, Sophie. Film says, I am doing absolutely glorious. Sophie says, the ring announcer is Ricochet's new girlfriend. Yes. Vindicator's message retracted. Sophie's like, Ricochet. Luke says, I guess I just watched so much backstage and behind the scenes stuff. I see what they seem to refuse to let Liv do on TV, but then again, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't think it's a matter of being smart or dumb.
No, it's an opinion, right?
Yeah.
Like I mean, you're forming an opinion with different
information
parameters
yeah.
than I have.
I don't watch any of
that
that stuff. So all I'm seeing is what her character is.
Just like I was saying about NXT, if you saw her in NXT come up, you know, people like Alexa Bliss or something, it would have been more exciting for other people. For me, I liked it just because I didn't want Charlotte to get all the titles, and Bliss was ahead of her, and I liked that. And then all of a sudden, she fell off the rails. But
yeah, this whole gimmick, like Bliss, like I don't like her gimmick right now.
No.
I fucking hate it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I know a lot of people like it. I just don't.
But I know she's superior on the microphone. So when that finally goes away, she's going to be a star again.
Exactly, and that's what I don't like is they hindered her so badly. By making her this character, herself even this character.
Yeah, especially
she hindered herself because now she can't talk back to people because she has to talk like a little kid.
And you saw a glaring mistake, a big hole in her character against Charlotte. Charlotte ate her alive and she couldn't do anything back. And you know if Bliss could have been herself, the goddess, she would have that would have been classic.
Because I don't feel that what she's playing is like her real personality.
Whoa.
But the character she was before is her personality.
Here it is. Ricochet gonna win it right here.
Is he gonna keep his title? He's gonna keep that IC title? Everybody wants it. The crowd wants it.
That's it.
Oh, and then a good whatever that is. Whatever the fuck that was. Oh, he's gonna do it.
Big knee 2 and 3. Ricochet.
Oh, poor Humberto got the dirty end of the stick again.
Of course he did.
Matthew says, that's wonderful to hear from. I can't wait for Mania. When is chat starting tomorrow? I don't know. Ravi says it's WWE's fault for not pushing Morgan to be better with her character and Mike's skills. Actually, a lot of that has to do with the...
they've given her opportunities on the mic.
Themselves.
I feel like they've given her opportunities on the mic.
She gets to talk on the mic a lot. It's a matter of, I think it's just her personality, her real personality. I think that even though this is her dream and she's always wanted to do it and wanted to be in WWE, that she's probably just very, very socially awkward. And it comes out when she talks on the mic. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm not saying that little girl makes her a horrible person.
Like that little girl next to her, and she didn't know what to do. And they're like, just move forward. Yeah. And so she moved forward a few, because the little girl's like, Becky's going to kick your ass.
Yeah. And she was just stood there like, what the fuck do I do? And it's like, you cannot let that run your feelings. You can't let it run your feelings, especially in what she does. And she does. And you can see it happen to her. And I feel bad for her as a person, like an actual person, because you can just tell that it just eats her inside. But if she can't improve in that area, and she's had 5 years to try to do it, I mean, how much more work are you going to give her and chances for that?
WrestleMania Stunner up next. They're just going to show us the rivalry up next.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're starting the recaps a little early tonight, guys.
Right. So that last trivia question was $15,000. That's how much money was on the line. So
15?
The next $15,000.
I thought it was a $10,000 body slam match.
$15,000.
Dang. I didn't know.
In the line for the Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd body slam challenge.
Yeah, it was in a little duffel bag.
Oh, it's $15,000.
Bobby Heenan held it.
Here's the next trivia question. Which Price is Right host competed in the 2001 Royal Rumble?
Price is wrong, bitch.
Price is wrong, bitch. Let's see. I don't know when chat's starting tomorrow, Matthew. Ravi says it's WWE's fault for not pushing Morgan to be better with her character mic skills. If Indicator says scale of 1 to 10, how hot do you rate that planted girl Garza and Humberto kiss tonight, Travis? I wasn't even watching. So
I didn't see it.
Film says, come on, Ricochet, you got this.
But I guarantee she was at least a 7. Right?
Sophie says Edge might be getting his own stable soon, and Damian Priest is rumored to be involved in it.
Woo!
That's a stable, huh? That's interesting. Matthew says Ricochet looks like he's getting a bit of a push. Robbie says Damian Priest, he's no Kevin Owens. And Luke says Sophie, stop spouting out unproven rumors. Walter says, come on, Ricochet. Sophie says you should play the whole game. The whole roster is involved, including people that have been released.
So we went through the roster. I closed my eyes. And
just for the most of the girls.
You want to do it?
No.
Oh.
I was just saying which part of the roster.
Anyway, so I closed my eyes, and then she named out the wrestler, and then I said what score I would give them. And I think I got like 4 or 5 in a row a couple times, time at least.
That you put on with what they ranked them in the game.
There was a couple girls that were a little higher ranked than I thought they should have been. Like Shayna Baszler was a little higher ranked than I thought. And, I got Rhea, didn't I? Or no, I put her a little lower. I think I said 83 for her, and I think she was like an 86 or something. Mm-hmm. But anyways, that was pretty fun. Yeah. I should have done it the whole thing. Because there was a few that I was like flabbergasted because how different than they should have been. Yeah. But we got the NWO package, so we have like Hall Nash as the NWO. Eric Bischoff's on there. Hogan's on there. Styx or whatever the hell they call him. I don't. Anyway, not a fan of that. I don't know why he's on there, but whatever.
Right. Let's see. Walter says, come on, Ricochet, which he did win. Sophie says you should play the whole game. It takes time, and I'm kind of a person that likes to go, learn, so I do, one things at a time. I've never played any of the other ones, guys. This is my first wrestling game to ever play, so... Robbie says Sophie on her phone. Walter says, and the answer trivia gave it to you. Luke says, Sophie, did you not listen to them? While the game was fully downloading through, you could only pick from 8 wrestlers. Yeah, that's when Travis...
That's when I played.
And I had to leave. I went and did some dinner stuff with my dad. And then I came back. And then after it was pretty much downloaded all the way, and then I played it for about an hour or so. And played it with Oscar and played...
The full roster.
Yeah,
she did
4 games or 5 games, and then 5 matches that I played, and then went through the tutorial and stuff because, like I said, I've never played it before. So Matthew says, "Oh, Sophie, don't do it." Walter's like, "Yes, got it." And Film says, "When I got my first WWE game, it was 2K16. Had a hard time playing at first, but I kept practicing. I got better and better." It was like, "Don't do it." And Matthew's like, "Wasn't it $100,000 for the trivia question?" It was like, "No, Matthew."
I thought it was
100,000, and Ayla's like, Walter won. Robbie's like, Ayla, why should she not do it? Matthew says, "LO, hush, la la." Sophie says, when my game was downloading, it wouldn't let me go to any modes, and I have to buy the online version to get the game to work, and I got the game the day before it was released to some people.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, this one just got it yesterday.
Yeah, we did the full download.
Did the download, but the NWO version of it.
And we ended up doing kind of some information from Luke about what game system to do it on. We ended up doing it on our PS4. And haven't had any problems with it,
and
really.
If I get a 5, I can just upgrade it to it. Like,
yeah.
it just does it, so.
Yeah, so that was the one thing he was worried about, was that we were just stuck with it on that platform and you could never move it to anything else. Robbie says, "Oh, Matthew is like shoosh," and Phil says, "Oh man, Mandy Rose." Matthew says, "It needs some Sonya Deville." Robbie says, "Matthew, doesn't Sonya have a liquor license?" Sophie says, "Remember when they made Liv a lesbian and that didn't go anywhere?" Phil says, "I think Dana Brooke needs some time and Liv Morgan same time."
At least 3. There you go. I forgot about the lesbian thing.
Champions.
That they did with, Lana.
Matthew says, "Robbie, Sonya will make an exception for me." Walter says, "In 2K22, you need the patch to open new stuff." Ayla says, Sophie, let's be honest. Huh? Matthew's like, "Oh, I'm moving my fucking ass off." Ayla and Robbie says, "Matthew, you gonna slap her silly, yeah?" Walter's like, "Partner versus partner, LOL." Sophie says, "It's weird that the only 2 matches booked for this show is starting the show. I thought one of them would be the main event and the other would be the opener." I thought that Andre the Giant would be a lot longer than it was.
I honestly was expecting it to about 40 minutes.
I thought so too. I don't know why it wouldn't. Those guys could have stayed out there for that long. Anyway, Sophie's like, "The fans hate both Charlotte and Ronda." Matthew says, "Sophie, I don't think people hate Ronda and Charlotte that much." Luke says, "Sophie, not everyone hates them. Hey, do you always speak for every human on the planet?" Illa's like, "I hate them." Sophie's like, "No." Luke's like, "Let's go Ricochet." And he did win it. So
he
yeah,
did, yes,
he won
absolutely.
It. The answer to that last trivia question was Drew Carey. If you guys got Drew Carey, you got it right. Walter says Ricochet won. Matthew says, "I could care less about either one of them. Ricochet for the win. Nice." Chris O'Connor's in the chat, though. Hey, Chris. Says, "Hey, Travis and
Hey,
D."
Chris.
Ella says, "I hate all of them." So he's like, another match right there that could have been booked for Mania. Chris says, "Got my Taker Hall of Fame t-shirt on." Sweet. Matthew says, "LOL, Ayla, who pissed in your Cheerios?" Looks like Sophie stopped talking about what WWE should have or should have not done. We were at WrestleMania weekend and things are set the way they are. And the card is subject to change, right, guys? I mean, we've seen it how many times? How many times that we've seen it that the card just changes just because they decided they didn't like it, or something needed to change because of the upset the night before, or somebody couldn't make it, or something happened.
I remember him flying AJ Styles from, like, South America to wrestle Finn Balor for a match. Remember that?
You were telling me about that a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, they flew him up, like, overnight. Like, he had to do it the next morning and ended up losing. I think Finn Balor was an Intercontinental champion or a U.S. champion at the time. I can't remember what it was. Right. I thought he was a champion, but he might not have been.
I don't know. I know you've mentioned it a couple of times, but I don't know really much about it. Ravi says, "D, you could teach Liv how to do better, LOL." The LOL is the point of that whole sentence, right? Matthew's like, "That's sweet, Chris." And Ayla says, laughing, "I don't even know who you all are talking about." Walter's like, "Congrats to
know
Vader.
Who Ronda Rousey is.
Congrats to Vader and Undertaker and the Steiner brothers and Sharmell for
You've probably seen her
Hall
fight.
of Fame later." Yeah, Walter. Yeah, congrats to that toilet paper person. Good for them. Robbie's like, "Ayla, you Wally."
Uh-oh.
Walter's like, "Oh,
we do have more stuff going on. It's glow time.
So Naomi. Sophie says, "Vince and NBCU are writing a wrestling drama series." Matthew's giving the answers. And Vinegar says, "So how can we petition WWE to add Luke versus Sophie to the WrestleMania card as the second act on the Kevin Owens show?" Walter's like, "Robbie, that's my name." Chris says, "Also got a sweet pair of Oakley sunglasses today." Ooh, Oakleys. Be careful. They get stolen really easily. Does that still happen? Like, remember back in the day when you'd buy, like, sweet fucking sunglasses like Arnaz or Oakleys, and they get fucking stolen? And you get these cheap-ass pieces of shit from, like, the Walgreens or Walmart.
Hey, is she that same...
And you'd have them for, like,
she's that
10
doll
years.
again. Right? That one doll you said... You knew what it was.
It's actually an anime, and it's called
Whatever.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't want you to sound silly because you're talking about her as a doll.
Whatever.
She was actually an anime character.
I'm sure they made a doll.
God damn, back in like the fucking 90s, I'm pretty sure Sailor Moon was when Sailor Moon first came out. I'm surprised she even knows who Sailor Moon is.
That's up next.
Wow, they're going to have a match today. Hopefully nobody gets hurt.
Is it 2-on-2? It
Yeah.
said and. Huh, wow.
It was both of them versus the other two. It said all their names.
I wonder if Rhea and Liv are going to come out. Wait, no, there's 4 tag teams in that.
Natalia and
So
Shayna
maybe
Baszler
not.
too. Here's a trivia question. Which former world champion was the first person to guest host Raw?
Say it again.
Which former world champion was the first person to guest host Raw? Let's see. Sophie said the episode of SmackDown, they could have made it an hour just for this week. Bobby says, Vin, that's defo a pre-show match. Matthew says, Illy could easily beat up Ronda and Charlotte. Vindicator says, God, Becky G, the singer actress, is so hot. Okay. Robbie says,
hottie.
Walter, what you going on about? Sophie says, how many released talent is in WWE 2K22, Luke? It was like, good, I'll fight those skanks. James Howell's in the chat. Hey, James. Says, yo, Friday night SmackDown.
Smacking it down.
Vindicator says, LOL would be the best pre-show ever, right, Ravi? Especially with Ayla as a commentator. Walter's like, Ravi, you said Ayla, you, Wally. That's me name for real. Wally is your name for real? But, okay, so Walter, I'm pretty sure he'll probably explain it. Does he explain it?
I was too tired.
No, he just laughed. It means Walmart. In the States, Wally means Walmart.
Why
Wally
couldn't
World,
a bicycle stand up on its own?
Right? I don't know. Grody.
Because it was too tired.
Oh, it's so funny. Luke says, I can't recall right now, Sophie. Why don't you research it yourself real quick? Chris says, is Rampage on tonight? That's what they say. So is the Hall of Fame. So is the ROH pay-per-view supposed to be on tonight, too.
The old Ring of Honor.
Chris says, yep, Cole just said Stone Cold versus KO is main event. Matthew says, LOL Luke. And Luke says, Rampage is on at the same time as WWE Hall of Fame. Robbie says, smash the likes to 30 and subscribe, people. And D will have something nice to say about Liv. I already said nice things about Liv. Sophie says there are 35 released superstars in WWE 2K22. Robbie says, oh, Walter, you do know what a Wally mean.
She's between 5'2" and 6'8", and she has the ears.
That's awesome.
It's my boy Cricket.
Matthew says Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Luke says most games on the PS4 that will be on the PS5 usually have deluxe bundles that let you have the game for both systems. Walter says, what, Robbie? Huh? Robbie says, Walter, you do know what a Wally is. And Luke says, good job, Sophie. You can actually look stuff up. So from now on, why don't you research all your rumors and see if any of them are true? Walter says, yes, got it. Matthew says that Battle Royale was too short and no real giants in the match. Not at the end.
There was a couple big guys in there. I mean, Aziz and Shanky are pretty tall guys.
But that wasn't at the end. They were in the match, but they didn't make it to the final. Like,
right.
They weren't a final guy in the thing. Robbie says, oh, Walter, LOL. But here's just Travis Stone Cold had the biggest balls ever to flip off Mike Tyson right to his face, but of course later revealed they were in cahoots.
Right.
So it was like, thank God with the PS5 you could play PS4 games, unlike the PS4 where you can't play any games from the PS3. Matthew says, fill the glow. Walter's like, Naomi. Land Indicator says, good, it's time for Sasha Banks to bring some beauty to my TV screen. Robbie says, Ayla loves to be shameless. It looks like Sophie again, that's false. Several PS3 games have been remade to PS4, plus PlayStation now has tons of PS2 games you can play. Matthew says, yeah, I'm curious about Scott Steiner in the Hall of Fame. Banks looks cute as a button tonight. Sophie says, when I got the PS4, I had to get
there's
rid of
the
my
other two
PS3
tag
games
teams. They
and
did
the
introduce
PS3.
them. Liv's got some white schoolgirl
So all of
ghost
them are out
outfit.
there?
Yeah, but they're not wrestling.
Oh.
They're in street clothes.
Weird. Robbie's like Sailor Moon. It looks like Sasha Banks looking like Sailor Moon. Yes, Sailor Moon. I even knew who it was. Vindicator's like, I will stomach watching Mela just for tonight to see Sasha. Robbie says, do you a fan of Sailor Moon? It was a little too, like...
Bubblegummy?
It was a little too cutesy for me at the time of anime watching. Walter says, Robbie, it means Walmart, lol. Robbie's like, oh, Walter. Matthew says, I never spend more than $20 on sunglasses and usually go to Ross or Marshall's to pick them out. Name brands at discount prices.
There you go.
But are they Oakleys?
I had some Maui gems for years, and they never got stolen. They were like $400, $300.
Yeah. I had my Arnays for years, too, and they never got stolen either. I mean, years. Like, probably, 15 years. I still have them, actually. I just don't wear them. Anyways, the answer to that last trivia question was Batista.
Old Batista.
Former world champion.
Oh, shit. Sasha just attacked Zelina on this side. I feel like Zelina and Sasha should have a 6-month-long feud.
They should just have this ginormous feud with each other.
Both of them are smoke shows. 1, 2. Both are tiny. I guess Zelina's way smaller than Sasha. I didn't realize that. Sasha's so small, I just figured that Zelina was about her size, but I was wrong. Zelina's tiny.
Sophie says, when my mom bought me the PS5, of course, there were not that many PS5 games to play. Matthew says, happy Corbin for champ. And Sophie says, the answer. And Walter's going with Banks and Naomi for the win. Luke says, oh, wow, Liv looking hot tonight, LOL. Robbie says, Sasha Banks defo improved in the ring. Matthew says, how the hell can Sasha wrestle with those giant balls on her head? I don't know, Matthew. Naomi seems to do it all the time.
She did it a couple weeks ago. They'll fall out. Or at least they did the last time.
Yeah. Maybe they put him in better this time. Looks like one of them's half missing.
Well, no, never mind. What she had before were like big eyes. Remember those big black circles?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This time she does have just big barrettes. She probably borrowed those from Naomi.
Probably. Let's see. Matthew's like, how the hell? And then Luke's like, LOL Liv. And Sophie says, do you see them holding their King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments this year?
Yes. We still do have a King and Queen. They've just been put in tag team matches or tag team
I don't know
things.
why, but Liv's outfit looks like a tearaway. Walter says Banks has cool blue hair. Walter, she usually has
It
blue
could
hair
be a
now.
tearaway, or you could just be fantasizing that it's a tearaway.
I think Luke's fantasizing that Liv's outfit is a tearaway. I think he just wants it to be a tearaway. He's like, look at her in her cute little weird outfit she's got
It
on
reminds
over
me of
there.
something from like the 1800s and like a ghost.
She looks like she's trying to be an anime character too.
Uh-oh. Maybe. It's like Anime Week. Although Zelina Vega does it for a
They
living,
did
doesn't she?
WrestleCon, so I mean,
And across the street.
it's like
A lot of the
Comic-Con and
WWE
stuff,
people
right?
were over there. I wonder what Vince thought of that. There was a lot of pictures on Instagram with like now wrestlers with NXT stars, AEW stars. Whatever.
Oh yeah, all the people that were there was a lot of people at that WrestleCon there in Texas. A lot of them past WWE stars. That
Trish
just
Stratus
got
was with
released.
DDP and Edge was there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Zelina Vega just got pinned right
By
in the
Naomi.
middle.
Naomi pinned her.
Got the pinfall there.
Naomi pinned her.
Natalia's busting out the top of her turtleneck. Bring it to the floor.
Let's see. So if it says, do you see them? Oh, that already read it. Looks like a tearaway. Blah, blah, cool hair. Oh, that. Robbie says Vega with a cheap shot. LOL. Vindicator says, Travis, I'm just going to be a sleazeball and go right for it. Who do you think has the better backside, Liv or Sasha?
Sasha. Absolutely. Sasha's shorts just fit her.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like when, I would say if Bliss still had her butt, like when she didn't have all those health issues that were happening and she kind of lost all that weight, like she lost all of her muscle tone and she lost her butt. But before that happened, when she was like
biscuit butt.
the goddess, I guess you could say, I would say she filled out her shorts way better than any of these girls.
Right.
But that's just my opinion.
Liv's
like
just a
LOL
little wider. She's like wider hipped. She's got a different type of bottom.
Yeah. Luke says hello, Vin. And Sophie says Happy Corbin has a segment scheduled for tonight. Maybe that will be the main event. Luke says Sophie, quit spoiling what might happen for everyone in chat. Just chill out and enjoy the show. Vin says, by the way, there's a new clip on YouTube where Sasha and Bianca had a best friend tent, and they also arm wrestled each other. I'll let you guess who won. I'm pretty sure it was Bianca. Robbie says, hello, has Mella improved in the ring?
I don't know. I've never actually paid attention to her wrestle. I'm usually too busy staring at her as an object instead of a superstar.
Luke says maybe both are true. LOL. Sophie says another short match. And Sophie says if history shows us Sasha and Naomi is not going to win this weekend. The indicator's like hashtag thank you Taker. Robbie's like Sasha has a mint body and face. Matthew says Vin, you're awesome. Oh, Sasha Banks better bottom. Ooh, AP is in the chat. Hey, AP says main event started.
It's over. Yeah.
The main event's over. The women.
I mean, if you consider the main event Roberto Correa, Angel Garza, and Ricochet, that match already happened, and Ricochet held on to his belt. If you're talking about the Battle Royal, that's also over, and Madcap Moss won that.
Right.
So, unless you're talking about something else that we don't know about.
Who won in that women's match, who won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal was Madcap Moss. Ricochet retained his IC title against the Los Lotharios. And it was Naomi and Sasha won against the champions Zelina and Carmella in the match they just had where Naomi pinned Zelina.
Yeah, and that's where we're at right now.
So.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
The first 48 wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Do you want a little teeny cooler with 2 beers in it? You can drink tomorrow. Make it a thing.
Do you want me to drink tomorrow? I might get angry. Just kidding. I saw this shot. I was watching TikTok a little bit, and they had this person that they have these drinks to try. So they tell these people, right, to try these drinks, and these people and their stuff, and they go through and try to.
Is it not charging or something?
I'm just trying to see if it will. Usually it does. There it goes. I just have to put it in the right spot. Anyways, and one of them was called chocolate cake. I've never had a chocolate cake shot.
Drink, right.
So it'd be fun to do shots, maybe. I guess. All right. Anyways, let's see. Here's a quick trivia question: who defeated John Cena in a first blood match on Raw in 2006? Luke says, stop trying to flood chat. And Vindicator says, everyone respects the dead man, Ravi, the GOAT. Matthew says, Ella Sophie, I think Drew is in better shape than Roman and Brock. As Sophie asked, who has the better abs, Roman, Drew, or Brock?
Roman, Drew, or Brock? Drew.
Sophie says, AEW wrestlers are in Texas. What's the deal with these short matches tonight?
I'm trying to fill up the card, I guess.
Desmond is in the chat. Hey, Desmond says, I am going to WrestleMania tomorrow. Good for you, Desmond. Robbie says, Vindicator, I believe so. Matthew says, I'm watching old Raw episodes, and I just saw a promo for Judgment Day and the return of Undertaker. What an awesome dude.
Ronda Rousey getting in some work. She's got her makeup on, though, so.
Robbie says, Matthew, how many sit-ups do you think them 3 do on the daily? Vindicator's like, I think Ronda versus Shayna would be a more interesting Mania match than wasting time with the Spawn. Desmond's like, April Fools. Oh, man. I thought you were really going.
You're right on one hand, but the other hand, nobody would watch it. I mean, Ronda's famous, but nobody knows who Shayna Baszler is. In the wrestling industry.
Okay, we're going to talk to Charlotte now. Matthew's like, Ricochet has abs. But does he? Just kidding. Robin says, I thought Finn was the man with the abs. And Film says Ronda Rousey is training.
She just threatened Charlotte that she was going to rip her arm off and give it to Ronda's family. So she's going to give it to her own family as a souvenir.
Yeah.
Like her young baby, I guess, wants an arm.
I guess. That's
She feeding it human flesh,
disgusting.
you think?
That's gross. Anyways, but she was earlier today. She looked like she was training with Shayna Baszler, actually. So
Was that Shayna?
yeah, it looked like her.
Looked
exactly like her.
All right, so basically it's recap time. You know, I was telling Dee here that the Hall of Fame is going to be a giant recap show, but of whole careers.
Right? But we're going to see it on SmackDown, too. It's a great night for recaps.
It is a recap city tonight.
It's wonderful. So wonderful. Wonderful. Desmond says Ricochet is so clean with his moves. Matthew says they are really trying to push Charlotte Flair. Robbie says Ronda has less tricks than a magician. LOL.
They've already pushed Charlotte. She's already at the top. She has nowhere to go but down.
Yeah, they're totally both unique.
And have you noticed that she's not so irky jerky anymore, Charlotte?
Yeah, she's gotten a lot better. I don't know who she's working with. I think she stopped, like I said before, I think she stopped trying to be her dad, and she's being Charlotte. And I think that that's helping her get better at where she should have been years ago. And instead she's let her family name run what she should do in the ring. And I think it's bullshit. I think she really needed to do what she's doing way before.
Boom. I only see a one-trick pony. We'll see how Ronda does this weekend. I have a feeling she's going to win it. This has probably been the best build-up for any match so far, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Roman and Brock.
Yeah,
they've been building pretty good, too. So both former UFC fighters.
All right, Film says, let's go. Super excited for Charlotte versus Ronda at WrestleMania 38. Robbie says Charlotte best win. Matthew says, so hey, firstly, I like that Wrestling Gab is doing the updates like with Triple H retiring from the ring. What's up with the TLC pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia and the UK show?
It looks like they're both going to be in September, so
whether they're now.
That's a crazy travel schedule.
Could you imagine, though? I mean, it's probably better that they so really, if they were in the UK in September, right, and they probably do some shows over there or something like that.
Just stay on tour.
Wouldn't they just stay on tour, kind of? You know what I'm saying? Why would they come back to the States and then go to Saudi Arabia?
Right. You'd probably want to hit Saudi Arabia on your way out.
Yes. You would do some shows and then you would go to Saudi Arabia. Like, it makes no sense to not do a couple shows in the UK also besides a pay-per-view.
Yo, I'm sure they will do something. They'll probably do it the week before or the week after.
Yeah, because it's just a couple weeks later that they're going to be doing the Saudi Arabia.
We don't know the date. It could be that Thursday right after it.
It could be that Thursday after.
I doubt it, but
right,
because there's two huge mega things.
Yeah. But I'm going with a couple weeks, so
yeah, around the 20th or whatever that Thursday is. Maybe they'll do it on a Saturday, like they did this last one. That was a weekend, right?
Yeah. Robbie says, nah, Dee, it's not her name getting her these opportunities. It's her great wrestling. LOL.
Boom.
So, I never said that Charlotte was a great wrestler. In fact, Charlotte botched a lot. And she was, like, herky-jerky and the thing, like, bad. Like, you could notice it
There's
immediately.
Charlotte.
And she was bad enough that she would sometimes hurt people. Maybe not on purpose like Nia Jax did, but she would sometimes hurt people in the ring because of her, like, kind of little bit of botchiness. And just over the last couple of years of me watching
she
it.
have striped pants? Oh, my God. What the fuck? The fuck is she wearing?
Her fucking outfits. Jesus fucking Christ.
She looks like MC Hammer.
Fuck? What the fuck is Flair wearing, Matthew wants to know. I don't know, but Vindicator's taking his 20-minute break, guys. Yes, Matthew says there is a chance that Ronda and Charlotte steal the show. William's like, oh, Charlotte. No armpits, though, buddy. Sorry, she's wearing some long-ass sleeves. Let's see. Matthew said that. And Phil says, and here comes Armpit Queen. Come out to the ring. Oh, come on. She's wearing long sleeves. Meh. Luke says, I'm really starting to hate Charlotte's outfits. They're so obnoxious. Obnoxious is a nice word. They're fucking hideous. Hideous is the word you're looking for there. Hideous.
It's like she's got like a giant windbreaker on.
Robbie says, IRS, it's not too bad, that outfit. It's the shirt. Like, the pants aren't bad, and it's a two-piece, it looks like.
Right.
You can see her belly.
Yeah, you can see you can see her back there.
Or it's connected with
maybe on the sides.
Nude stuff or something. No, it's just a crop top.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a little top on top.
Crowd's always going to reply to that, though.
Woo!
No matter how bad they hate you, you go, woo, they're going to go, woo!
So, like, her pants are okay, but the top is fucking hideous. I mean, it just, like...
Oh, there's nothing good about this outfit.
I don't think the pants make her look terrible, though. She's worn some pretty hideous pants. And those pants might be not the prettiest, but they aren't the worst that she's worn. And they are pants, and it's not a full, whatever, jumpsuit, onesie thing she's been wearing. God, those are fucking hideous. Pretty sure she has an engagement ring on.
Okay, Charlotte, you're beyond...
Everybody wants to be her. Even I want to be her.
And men want her.
And then I want her because I want to be her. So that a trivia question was, who defeated John Cena in a first blood match on Raw in 2006? Kurt Angle was the answer to that. Anybody wanted to know, like Walter or somebody?
She's telling us what's cool, and at least we have somebody tell us, because some people don't know what's cool.
Nobody? No, yep, some people don't. Matthew's like, I'm not attracted to Flair in the slightest. And Luke says, Rob, you officially have no taste. Luke says, with how many times she's saying, that's cool, I'm out wanting Carlito to spit an apple at her. Robbie says, oh, Luke, Charlotte looking pang tonight. Robbie's like, DU Duffo could be her, LOL. Looks like Charlotte looks like weirdly dressed crash test dummy.
It's just awkward, yeah. She has a pretty face, and I like her hair. If that's her real hair, I have no idea. Seems very long.
That's funny. WrestleMania
Saturday. Night 1. Probably start the show out then, if they're going to do, what's his name first? Stone Cold. These trophies usually get broke.
How did they break them?
Drew's going to cut it. He's jealous. He wasn't in it.
I
forgot there is that segment.
I forgot they stole it.
They are going to do his show that he does.
Oh.
And Angela's going to be the guest.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, too. That's funny. I forgot that was happening. Let's see, Film says it would be cool if she took it off, aka that shirt, dress thingy, whatever she's wearing. Matthew's like, haha, Luke. That is like Brock Lesnar. And Robbie says, D, when you getting your hair like Esta?
Want a braid?
No. No, thank you. No braids of weirdness happening off my head.
I might get my ass beat up. Whack.
Supposedly, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it's WrestleMania time. They're just like teasing us with it.
They're like, here, everybody out in the audience. You know you came to a SmackDown to watch some wrestling. Psych! No fucking wrestling for you guys.
They're playing just the tip, just for a minute, just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
But no penetration.
No.
No deep penetration.
All right, here's a trivia question for you. Which unlikely WWE superstar defeated then WWE World Champion AJ Styles on SmackDown Live thanks to some help from Dean Ambrose in 2017.
I know this one, I think.
Bryce says the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar wants blood on Roman Reigns. Yes, blood. Out for blood. Robbie says, D, you would be brutal with that braid.
Yes.
Probably would just attack every single person I find.
At the supermarket, somebody would say something.
Mm-hmm.
What is he, like a freaking mummy with a cape?
Moon Knight.
Old Moon Knight.
Oh, is he?
Gonna go right to Disney Plus.
Or she a he?
Is it that thing?
Yeah, it's a Disney thing. Walter's like, okay, bye guys, see you this weekend for WrestleMania. All right, Walter, thank you. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. That's what Matthew says. Have a good night, Walter. Roy says, I have come to the conclusion that American ads are bad.
Yeah.
You fucking think, Robbie? Yeah. They're terrible. They're not fun. They're not good. They're not funny anymore. Might offend somebody, so we can't have anything fun anymore. Pico's in the chat, though. Hey, Picola!
Hey,
We
Picola.
got some fun in here, finally. So I just got here trying to find a feed to watch the ROH Super Card. Ooh. I don't know what to tell you on that. I have no answers for you. I have nothing.
Old Ravi and his pirating.
You guys will have to talk about that somewhere else. We do not condone that kind of stuff on our channel. Yeah, what you gonna do? Bad Boys.
They should do Bad Boys just live.
Yeah, it's on Fox Nation because they wanted to cancel it.
Oh, I'm sure
Cancel
they don't like
culture.
cops.
USFL.
What the Jeff Fisher's gonna be a coach? That's funny.
Thing called the USFL. What the fuck is even it?
It's football league. They had it a few years ago. Like when I was in high school and stuff, it was a thing.
Is it like United States Football League or some shit?
Basically, yeah. There's a Canadian football league too.
The Generals versus the Stallions. Oh my gay. That's the names of the
It is very happy.
Oh
It
my
is very
lord,
happy.
that's the lamest fucking crap ever. Alright, James Ellsworth was the name of that guy. Yes, Luke. James something, that no-chin guy whose name you can't remember.
James Ellsworth
You
was his
got
name.
it right. Congratulations!
He also was the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner.
Yes, he did win it on behalf of Carmella.
That'll go down in history. It's real. It's legit. First ever women's Money in the Bank winner, James Ellsworth.
I say, Pickle, try watch wrestling, type it. Yeah. Pickle's like, I'm not a cop. It doesn't matter who you are. We just don't condone it on our channel. As Luke says, Professor Talitha do not in any way condone piracy of live streams or any copyrighted media. LOL. Exactly. That statement is what it is. I was like, I'm just looking at Brother. Yeah, well, that's fine what you guys do in your own personal times. We just don't condone it. And as Luke was laughing about it and stuff, his statement is quite true. On our channel, we don't condone that kind of stuff because it's illegal. Pico's like, I'm Hero Ravi, and Ravi's like, bless that Pico. Exactly. What you guys do out there in the world is nothing I can do anything about. I was like, so Brock is gonna win then? How would I fucking know? I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. I'm gonna have a cookie though. A mint cookie.
You should have a cookie.
These things are fucking addicting.
Are they see-through?
Mm-hmm.
Like Charlotte's shirt?
Kinda.
I did it all for the cookie.
No, that's gross. Nobody does. That's nasty.
Can Brock win this? I think he can, but will he? It looks like they have plans for Roman afterwards with Drew, so I don't see Roman or Brock winning. Unless they're planning on having it a non-title match against Drew. Can you imagine if Drew's the guy that beats Roman? Oh, fuck.
I might get up and leave. Forever.
That's going to be the next feud.
I know, and I'm not looking forward to it. I just don't. I block it out of my mind that it's going to happen. I know it's going to, but I don't want it to, so I'm just like, Murr.
Is Drew going to have that stupid sword the whole time, too?
Let's see. As Luke says, I don't care if you're helping or posting about it in a chat for live stream. That's bad juju. Get the voodoo people on us. Pickle's like, there's a half hour between SmackDown and the HOF, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so. It said on Peacock that it was coming on at 10
at
o'clock
that time,
Eastern.
yeah. Luke says, nope, they already said it starts directly after SmackDown. Yeah, that's what we thought too, so...
I mean, we might not start it at that time.
Yeah, we personally might not, especially if they do TP Lady first.
Yeah,
which
I'm hoping they do Sharmella or whatever her name is first, so I can not watch that.
Her name is TP Lady. She's the toilet paper lady.
That one just irritates me as a human being.
It was like, what you eating? What the fuck do you think I'm eating?
She's eating mint cookies, it looks like.
I was going to have
My name's Rick.
Because I'm pretty sure she can guess what I was eating. Looks like I'm not freaking out. There's a big copyright strike wave going on right now, so it's not smart to talk about it on a YouTube live stream. We do not promote or condone that kind of usage. What you do on your own time is what you do. I was like, thought you were making dinner, Ayla. And Vindicator's like, what you eating, Ayla? Nah. Matthew's like, ha ha ha, Austin Theory! Oh, yeah? Pickle's like, ew, swear jar. Who's did I do it? Ew.
Shinsuke! Oh, look at that! From behind!
Oh, Austin Theory getting Pat McAfee.
Austin Theory just took his legs out. McAfee might be hurt.
Pat McAfee just wanted to have fun. Oh,
McAfee's
he
chasing
off.
him.
I'm pretty sure he flipped him off. Did Austin Theory flip him off, guys? Tell me. I want to know if he just like went like this to him or something. I don't know.
McAfee might get beat up in the back.
Oh my God, Ayla's
Look,
eating
it's here.
beagles.
See if they show it. No, that wasn't a flip off.
Right.
Oh, they cut it off.
They cut it off for it.
Run away, Theory.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's right there.
Where do I go? I don't know. He's like, I got to wait long enough.
Just go in. Vince likes that stuff. See? Go in there. Vince might not even be in there. Oh, shit. Vince is in there.
Yeah, do it. Fire me.
He's hiding behind Big Brother. Is Vince going to say anything to Theory? Or is
He
that...
better.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Huh, that was interesting.
Well, that's lame as dirt. Lame as dirt. Matthew that. Pico says, ew. And Vindicator says, Pat doesn't run like a guy who played professional football.
He's a punter, guys.
He also has, like, other type of shoes on, right? Austin Theory has wrestling shoes on, which have grip. And poor Pat McAfee is in dress shoes that don't really have a lot of grip. So, you know, you could hurt yourself. So, you got to be careful on those type of, you know, cement floors in the back there. Luna's in the chat saying boo, and Ayla says, I did. Pan-seared ahi, tuna, and a beagle. I don't know why you're eating beagles. Golfleshia says theory sucks, and Matthew says, haha, Vinnie Mac. Layla's laughing my bad on the typo, but if it beagles and cream cheese, it's bagels. Bagels.
It's Rick Boogs against Jimmy Uso.
And Matthew's like, OMFG, go away, Usos.
The-
Admiral Martha's in the chat.
Hey,
and
Admiral.
Admiral Martha says, oh shit. Woo! Mr. Cosmos Spacely McMahon is livid.
Yeah. Doesn't it have a kickstand?
Just don't get it. Jesus Christ. It's terrifyingly gross in here. Ayla beagles. I know that they're a delicacy in other countries, Ayla, but you shouldn't be eating dogs in the United States. People look down on that. Just saying.
Put my earpiece out here.
You ripped it out?
I kind of did. On accident. All right, well, it is a commercial break, so that's why
Sorry.
the quiet is going on.
I had to get a drink of water.
Drink it.
Or says, LOL, what did you have on it, Ayla Frank's hot sauce?
Yeah.
It was like just cream cheese from Philly.
So it's the first time I've actually seen our chat. It's very busy. But I don't think it's like too busy. What do you guys think? Is it too busy?
Does our new page look too busy? Does it take away from other things? The new look. Matthew says,
It reminds me of like a
everything.
Vegas casino or something. But I've got it on a computer, so it's on a 17-inch monitor. So on a phone, it probably wouldn't look like that. My phone's in the front room, I think.
Oh, is that changing? Look at mine. Oh, do you want me to put it on the
Yeah.
wall?
Click that X. Yeah. Oh, it looks good on there. Ha, cool. I don't mind it. Might be a little busy in the back, but I can also adjust some things.
Yeah.
Now that I know how.
It looks like it's an everything beagle. Matthew puts Frank's Red Hot Sauce on everything. And Vinegar says, Travis, who would you say was a better executive? Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff, or Tony Khan?
Well, definitely not Tony Khan. All he's doing is using NXT guys. I don't know. I really liked Eric Bischoff. I really did. He was one of my favorites. But it's hard to say that, it's not Vince, since Vince created all this. Like, he literally, obviously had the help of Hulk Hogan, but it still happened.
Right. Robbie says, it's cool. And Matthew says, I love a good onion bagel and cream cheese. Luke says, it's cool. Bryce says, that Snickers commercial is cringe with Baron Corbin. Ella says, no, not too busy. Well, I didn't notice until you pointed it out. See? Matthew says, no, your new page is legit. That space was empty anyways. Jacob Meha is in the chat, says, who won the Battle Royale? Madcap Moss.
Madcap won it.
Robbie says, cool, are you watching ROH? And Film says, okie dokie, here comes the Usos. Jones, the New York Police Captain Cat, says, the Admiral is not wrong. Vinnie Mac does remind me of the character Cosmos Beasley from the Jetsons. Not to mention that the Jetsons did have a WWE crossover back in 2017, a few years back.
I do remember that.
Vindicator says, the chat is more colorful, just like NXT 2.0.
Boom.
People's like, Film, how are you, buddy?
Look at him. That's Jimmy Uso. That's the fat Uso. He's gonna hurt his back. It's Rick Boogs. And slams him down. Showing that wide back. Show us wide back there, Rick. Oh, no.
Oh.
Went for that gorilla press. Could not get it. Rick Boogs right into the ring post. Oh, the Rick Boobs.
Rick Boobs. Oh, Rick Boobs over there. So does he have like real wrestling boots on? Real wrestling shoes on?
Yeah. In a way. I mean, for high school kids, if that's what you're asking, or college guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. They're actually kind of cool.
They're very soft-soled.
Right?
But they're safer for your ankles and legs than the old Nikes in there. They don't catch on the floor.
Right?
No way. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Look at that lunge.
Wow.
And now the gorilla press. And then a fall away slam. Woo!
I like how he's very deliberate about his moves. Like, yeah, is that right?
Very powerful.
Luke says, what the fuck is with all these police viewers? Did more personas from a certain someone just spawn and chat spontaneously? LOL. No, Luke, we usually see these guys a lot. They're like
Austin Theory is back.
They're like the, what are those horses called? My Little Pony character kind of people.
This guy just took
People
his pop.
says, maybe that's why I'm quiet. LOL.
Oh!
I hope that guy spit in it. Now he's going to throw it on him, isn't he?
Again.
Pat's not going to follow you this time. You're like a little kid.
I've got a job to do. Who's behind him? Finn Balor from behind.
He's like, you little brat.
They just keep this thing going. Obviously, this is going to be a big thing on Raw. Wait, what?
Oh.
There should not be a disqualification.
There's just a whole bunch of shit going on.
Well, I know, but they didn't even touch anybody else that was in the match.
Yeah, that's weird. So it didn't even end in anything.
So there was
good.
no ending to that. I mean,
Rick
somehow...
Boogs showed all of his strength off and didn't get anything for it.
Right?
How lame.
It's kind of like showing your boobs at Mardi Gras and not getting any beads.
Wow, that's just not right. Bobby says, what is Pat's finisher? Does anyone know? Film says, hey, Pico, well, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Matthew says, this SmackDown is going by super fast. Bobby says, big up Cola. Matthew says, Robbie, I think Pat does Shattered Dreams. Luke says, when Pat wrestled Adam Cole, he used the Orton punt kick. Robbie says, Matthew, really? That's cool. Matthew says, Boogs is a beast. Luke's like, Finn! And Matthew says, oh, Robbie, I'm not sure. I was just saying that because he's a punter. It would make sense for him to do something like Shattered Dreams. Luke says, so the Finn versus Theory thing will be for after WrestleMania? Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's happening.
Liv says, 6-man tag coming, LOL. Robbie's like, LOL, Matthew.
Yeah, they usually do that after stuff like this, don't they?
Yeah, they'll probably restart it, and Austin will be on the side of the Usos and whatever that guy's name.
Be
Finn.
careful saying Austin, even though it's his name. Gotta say Theory, because Austin is Stone Cold.
Steve. His name is Steve.
Nobody knows Steve is Steve.
Scuba Steve. He's Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve. Robbie's like, hello, Matthew. And Robbie's like, could Rick beat Wardlow?
Yes. I think he's bigger than Wardlow. Wardlow just looks big because he's in AEW with a bunch of smaller guys. I think if Wardlow was on the main roster, you would see what size he really was.
I think he would be like in the category of like Madcap Moss.
Yep. Right there.
I think he'd be close in that area. Like, he's nowhere near like I think even Rick Boogs might be a little taller than him.
Right. But he's in that class. He's just the smaller of those three.
Yeah. Matthew says, Stunning Steve Austin. There you go, Stunning Steve.
Old Stunning Steve.
Scuba Steve. Old Scuba Steve.
So, Stunning Steve was a guy that was in WCW, and I watched him. Like, he was champion there for a minute, I think.
Okay.
And just weird. He had long blonde hair.
Okay.
And just a mid-card guy, but you could tell he was kind of tough, but eh. And then he disappeared. I guess he went over to ECW, and he became like a stud. He started making fun of Hogan's character and stuff. But I didn't watch that. You know, that was kind of like the indie stuff back then. And anyways, next thing I know, I'm flipping the channels, and he is on Raw as one of their main guys. I think he was going up against Jake the Snake Roberts, and I think that's how that whole Austin 316 thing got started. And I'm just like, so they're just taking guys from WCW and making them stars?
That's funny.
And it worked. I mean, obviously Stone Cold was a star, but Jericho, same thing. Jericho was shit in WCW. He was a cruiserweight. He was an undersized guy. He goes to WWE, and he's one of their main guys. Bret Hart, although he went the opposite direction, but he was still, it was weird that they broke up tag teams to make stars, which was Shawn Michaels and Hart, whoever I just said, Bret the Hitman. They're like breaking up tag teams to make these individual wrestlers. It was weird to me.
How weird, yeah.
I was only gone for like 3 or 4 years, and it was just like the whole landscape of WWE changed.
And we are back, yes. And Luke, you are correct. You were right. You called it a 6-man tag.
Yeah, this
which
is
what they
par
normally
for
do.
the course.
Film says, come on, Pat McAfee, get your hands on Austin Theory. He's in the ring. I have to have cuts off the commercial he was about to get in the ring. Robbie says, Nitro Pepsi, that looks disgusting. Yeah, probably does. Ugh. Robbie says, Stunning Steve with hair doesn't look right. Film says, ooh, and Pat McAfee did not do anything. Ayla says, so 4:30 p.m. tomorrow, Idaho time. For what?
Does she want to come over and do some WrestleMania?
Oh, for her to come over to WrestleMania?
Yeah, 5 would probably be fine, right around that time.
Yeah, there's a pre-show. Is that the pre-show stuff?
Pre-show starts at 4 our time, but
right.
But I
Still
doubt
would
we're
be
going to be on here the
pre-show
whole
time.
time, yeah.
Robbie says, Luke, WWE are predictable.
Whoa!
LOL. Matthew says, Luke, quit spinning SmackDown for chat. Quit spinning SmackDown for chat. Gosh. Robbie's like, Ayla, it's at 6 p.m. And Ayla says, Ravi, in Idaho, it's 7:30 p.m. right now.
Oh.
Well, tomorrow at 6.
Look at this. That's Austin Theory getting gorilla pressed.
Robbie's like, cool, Ayla, it's 2:30 a.m. in the UK, and Ayla's like, K5, but I'm obnoxiously early, so looks like I don't spoil. I forget you guys are behind. LOL.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine. I
Gut-rich.
really try not to read them if I know it.
Look at this. Gut rich into a gut rich into a gut wrench.
Well, he
Gut
needs
wrench.
to be manhandled.
A gut wrench. That's a lot of. I mean, that's not easy to do.
He's getting his groove on tonight.
I can do that with little kids. Or like when I beat up Shannon's little kid.
Yeah.
Do those kind of things. Yeah, and I did that, remember? And then he hit his head on the couch because there was a board in the couch.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't know.
Well, who would put a board in their couch? The manufacturer.
Right, but some people put them in there because their couches are breaking down also. But...
Right. Poor kid. It was a long time ago. Yeah. Back in my child abuse days.
I don't think that he...
He only cried for a second.
Yeah, I was going to say...
And then he attacked me again.
He was a pretty tough kid, so... I was like, hold on, you know what I meant to say. I hate it when it cut off to commercial. Oh, okay, yes, cut off to commercial. As Ayla says, K5, but I'm obnoxiously early, so I'll be there at 3.
Oh, shit.
Matthew's like, Boogs is a powerhouse. Holy shit, that was impressive. Luke says, I'm starting to worry that WWE is getting ready to have Pat lose his match or something.
He could. I could see Pat losing it.
Balor's like, oh man.
Broke it.
What broke?
I said I broke it.
You broke it? Sweet. Breaking things. Bo's like, hey, Misty and Travis, I might be a little bit busy on April coming up, so I'll try to show up to some of your live streams. I might have a busy month all ahead of me. Just want to let you know. All right, film. Well, when you can make it, you make it. We'll be here.
We will
Robbie
be in
says,
here.
Ayla, if you don't bring snacks, you're not coming. Film's like, come on, Finn. And Luke's like, I mean, something might happen tonight, and Pat will no longer have his match at all.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Losing his match altogether from WrestleMania because of Austin Theory crying to Vince McMahon.
No, I think a lot of people want to see that match, unless there's something wrong with him. Unless they're going to put Shane against Austin Theory.
They really, really want you to be there, but they really don't. Well, like, hurry and get to this corner. Oh, you can't? That's terrible. It was like, oh, beesh, I don't need to bring snacks to Lathan. I like similar snacks. Should I bring snacks? I guess it depends on what you want. I was like, yeah, Ayla, bring snacks. And he's like, hello, Ayla. Ayla's like, I can get you a coffee to Lathan if you want. They are open that late. And no, I don't need a coffee. I have a coffee maker.
That is old. Blasting the quads.
I want you to talk about insurance.
Do you want me to talk about insurance?
I heard you want to talk about insurance, so I want you to talk about insurance. Shh, sleeping baby. I'm so bored I'm dead.
Love you too.
It's one of my favorite ones. I'm so bored I'm dead.
Yeah, it's
Cycling is my passion.
blasting my quad.
I'm blasting my quads. I've got the meat sweats. Those commercials were pretty funny, actually. Those are the ones I miss.
Yeah.
Matthew's like, I want snacks. Bring me snacks. I'm like, Matthew, you gotta just come over, man. I've got all kinds of fucking shit.
Oh my god.
I've got the snack
I
shit.
should literally take pictures of her cabinets, of her junk, and post it. She's got a very, very
Travis is like,
real-
let me spill the tea on your weird habits that you have that you're weird about.
Not only does she like junk food, but she hoards it.
I
And
don't eat it. That's the biggest problem is
And
I don't even eat it.
so there is cabinets. There's one cabinet that's 36. It's 3 cabinets. 36 by what? 24
It's
by
your
12
story, my
deep.
friend. All your story.
Do you want me to get a tape measure out?
It's your story.
Awful. And then another one that's ginormous, filled with stuff. She goes to the store hungry and then buys stuff, and then she's like, I don't want it.
I really don't go to the store hungry. And
Okay,
buy
then
stuff
what
when
is
I'm
it?
hungry.
Just, oh, that looks new. I'll try that. I'll eat one of them and be like,
That's a lot of the times what happens. I just feel bad about taking stuff back. Like, people take shit back to Costco for that reason all the time, and I think it's weird. I used to be able to just, take it and give it to people.
I put your vanilla or whatever Kit Kats in that cupboard in the middle.
The lemon ones?
So my sister didn't eat them all.
Was she eating them?
No, I just put them away when you left.
Oh. Well, those I was like, I'm just going to get 4 bags because they won't have them after Easter. Like, they won't have them anymore.
Right.
And they don't get very many of them. Like, they had one little bin of them at Fred Meyer's. And that's the only place besides Walmart, and I refuse to go to that garbage place that has them. And so it's like, oh, they have them again this year. And so I grab some. I'm like, well, that's all I'm getting till next year. I've been trying to eat all my mints that I bought for Christmas time.
2 years ago?
Bags of those. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've gotten 2 bags
or 2
down.
Christmases ago, not 2
Yeah,
years
but
ago.
I've gotten like 2 bags gone.
Good deal. Those are good. I like those. Big kick right to the side of Finn's face. All right, this is a Jimmy Uso here.
Yeah, we're back.
We are back. Pat McAfee needs to stay calm.
Right? You can't get involved
You
with him.
have a
You're gonna have
freaking
a match
job.
with
Be a
him.
professional, McAfee.
You better listen to Michael Cole. He knows what he's talking about. He knows. Looks like, I don't know, I think Shane will either face Seth or to troll WWE fans, or Shane will come out as a swerve before Cody
Yes.
comes out, or Cody may not even show till Raw after WrestleMania.
Right. Yep. Any of those 3 options are big. I would like to see Shane wrestle at WrestleMania. I said that originally. And then when they cut him, I was like, oh.
Oh.
because he's one of my favorite wrestlers on the big stage.
Ayla's like, if I had all day, I'd make eclairs just to eat them in front of Matthew. Julie said, do you have the good creamer? I have 5 bottles. I'll bring you one if you want. I just opened one of my 6 bottles that I have in the fridge, so I'm stocked.
Hoarders. Although you go through quite a bit of it.
I have been. I won't. I'll probably go back to my normal only on the weekends thing. I've been cutting back a lot. Haven't you noticed? I've stopped really
I haven't
drinking
smelled any,
as much.
All right, Theory in there with Shinsuke.
Phil says, did I miss
with
the
the
Sasha
educated
Banks
feet.
Naomi versus Carmella
Yes.
Zelina Vega? Yeah,
You
man,
did.
you missed it. It was way earlier.
It was a long time ago.
Weren't you here? I thought you were here when we were talking about it, Phil. Where'd you go? Did you just disappear off the face of the planet? Matthew's like, you were so cruel, Ayla. And Ayla's like, I want to see those pictures. Rob is like, Matthew D doesn't share her snacks with anyone. I share my snacks. I share my snacks with everybody. Rob
Look
is
at
like,
that. Educated Feet by Nakamura runs through.
As Ayla says, she shares. She gives me stuff all the time. I do. I share my snacks.
1, 2. Oh, double thrust kicks by the Usos.
I'm a weird hoarder of candy stuff. Like, other stuff, I'm not like that.
Rick Boogs just ran right into the steel steps.
I'm the candy hoarder that if I have it, I don't eat it. But if I don't have it, then I really, really want it. Then I get it, and then I eat a whole bunch of it.
Look at this. Nakamura, he got it. Hot tag. Here comes Mini-Me.
It's Balor versus Balor.
Right?
Oh, he threw him out there. He's going to throw himself out there now, too. Whee!
Oh, and Balor
And he
lands
landed on
his
his feet.
like a cat.
Why didn't Sophie throw his abs into the mix? Jesus Christ.
Well, he's got the best in the business. Or he used to. I don't know if they're still the
Beat his
best.
ass, dude. Pat my feet.
Oh, coup de grace.
Of
Oh, Uso's getting in the way.
course. Luke says Jade has a full-size, tall, standing cabinet stocked full of chips, cookies, crackers, and snack cakes. Meanwhile, I have one full of baked chips, sugar-free cookies, and various flavors of Cheez-Its.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's it. Finn Balor just got pinned. 1, 2, and 3.
No, we did it. Boom's like, and spoiler alert, Liv Morgan was still wearing a shirt with long sleeves. Come on, Liv, stop wearing long sleeves. Stop covering up your beautiful armpits. And Luke's like, Phil, stop. Matthew's like, hello, my stepmom used to lock the pantry door and hid stuff in the fridge because she's an evil bitch. Nonetheless, I'd be able to raid Miss D's stash. Oh, yeah, you would. I would tell you to just help yourself. I look at it as stuff that I can replace if I really want it. Like, if I really want it that bad and you ate it and it, like, I couldn't find it in the store, I would just go online and find it. Ayla's like, wow, Luke, tell us again how incredibly boring you are. We want Jade and her snacks. Looks like, Ayla, I'm diabetic. I literally can't eat her kind of snacks. Ayla's like, excuses. I was like, spoiler, Luke can't take all the rumors in the chat. Ayla's like, I'm kidding. Sorry, man. It films like, Luke, relax, man. And Matthew's like, hello, Ravi. And Ravi's like, Ayla, lol. Sophie's like, Will Smith resigned from the academy today.
Dude is literally on his period. Like, he's had the worst week ever.
Okay, if he really did that, oh my god, seriously.
Hopefully that's an April Fool's joke.
I hope it's April Fool's too. Because that's hilarious. On both sides of it. Whether it is true or not true, it's just funny. Looks like I am relaxed. Robbie says, Luke defo needs a Snickers. It was like, at least you don't hoard mold. No. I do clean out food quite often on the fridges. Luke says, oh god, Sophie just had to come in and spoil stuff with unrelated stuff.
Happy Corbin. Madcap.
Pretty sure it's an April Fool's joke, Luke. Phil's like, well, that's good to hear, Luke. Thank you. Ayla's like, is hoarding snacks wrestling related? Matthew's like, Theory with the win. McAfee is a punk. Looks like Theory is a bitch made punk. Matthew's like, LOL Wrestling Gab is also food talk. It has to be because that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. So
I'm just into dancing. That's it, and that's it. Wrestling and dancing.
Wrestling and dancing. Lies.
I'm like Luke. I just drive around all day listening to wrestling songs in my car. It's all about the game and how you play.
It wasn't Luke that started that. It was poor Jacob Hagin. I think he was the one that said that that's all he does is he listens to wrestling music in his car.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, you poor kid. You really need to like outsource yourself some. Not that music isn't good, but I'm sure. But it's just kind of a weird only listen to this thing.
You're driving down the street. Dong. The Undertaker. Dong.
Oh, right. Looks like he resigned because they were discussing removing him on their own. No, it's real. Oh, it's real, huh? They were talking about removing him from the academy on their own, so they're trying to say that smack wasn't real, huh?
Or it was real, huh? That's dumb.
That's kind of dumb on all ends of the scale. Matthew's like Happy Corbin with the Claymore. Pico says it's real news. First thing that popped up on Google. I do not look at the news, guys. That is one thing I don't look at. I don't look at the news. I don't look at Hollywood news. I don't look at news, anything that's happening in the world. I just don't read it, look at it, see it, know any. The most news I see is weather. That's about it for news. I don't watch any of it anymore. Looks like he quit before he could get fired. It was like conspiracy theory is Will and Chris planned it so Chris could sue him for all his money. Then Jada would divorce Will and not take his money. Yeah.
Sounds like a foolproof plan.
That is the best conspiracy theory ever. So he's like, I was right, this is the main event of this surprising, disappointing episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, we get to see Drew McIntyre come out and beat up Happy Corbin. They
Yeah.
haven't played anything of this feud, really. I mean,
No.
it kind of just as a has-been feud.
Right.
So to main event SmackDown's a pretty big deal for him.
Mm-hmm. Pickle says Travis the dancing bear, and Luke says nothing wrong with that, Trav, LOL. Vindicator's like, Duluth, do you ever get any meal or snack ideas from the Food Network? I have, actually, from maybe not necessarily the Food Network itself. I did used to watch the Food Network a lot, but I did get their magazine. That was one thing that Travis did buy me, was their magazine, and I took some stuff out of there, and there is this soup. It's called pulled pork soup. Oh my god. It is like the fucking best soup ever invented.
The creme de la
It's
creme.
so good.
There's that new Pepsi that they're talking about.
So that is basically coffee. It's coffee Pepsi. They so fucking Coke did it first. Remember, I think I told you about that. I was in Albertsons and I was like, oh my god, they put Coke and coffee together. I told you about that. And I was like, maybe I should get one to see how gross it is. But yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
That Luke says if you just stop, no one's here. Bryce says, okay, I'm about to head out. Peace out. Bye. Bye, Bryce. And Pico says, well, better off than playing I'm an Ass Man on full blast.
Or Brett's music. I'm a sexy boy, too. Just a sexy boy.
Is that what he has playing on his
That's his
right?
music.
Oh, man, that's funny.
No. Brett, they hit, or not Brett, sorry, the Heartbreak Kid. What's his fucking name? Shawn Michaels.
Oh, that moron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
He's a sexy boy.
Oh,
Too. Just a sexy boy.
Oh, no wonder I don't like him. That's just putrid.
Oh, Undertaker.
Sophie says, I thought Jada and Will were divorced.
Me too. Honestly, I swear they got a divorce 5 years ago. It's that Mandela effect or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were like on the rocks or whatever, but they never really divorced. They're weird. As Sophie
weren't
says,
they
Will and
swingers or
Jada
something?
relationship is weird. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I think they're swingers or something. I don't remember.
As Matthew says, Deuce is Bryce, and as Luke says, wrong again, Sophie. And Matthew says, Jada is a man baby. Film says, look, there's a deodorant commercial. Yes, let's go. It's like, I don't think so. But I absolutely don't care at all about celebrity drama.
No.
Right? I mean, I just don't even. It's like, whatever. Looks like, Matthew, please tell me you're not talking about my Jade. He means Jada. Jada.
Everybody's
saying it with an E like Jade, but it's Jada. That's why I've been reading it as Jada, even though people are spelling it Jade. It's Jada. Matthew says, laughing my fucking ass off, Film, you're a freak. Luke's like, Phil, Matthew, it's like whatever Will Smith's husband's name is. Looks like Matthew Jada. It looks like Jada. My phone switched it to Jade. Yeah, it will. That stupid autocorrect. But I knew what you guys meant. Vincent Raj is in the chat. Hey, Vincent Raj says hi. Hello. How's it going? You ready for WrestleMania weekend?
Ready for the big dong, or what's his name tonight?
Some Hall of Fame inductees.
The old Undertaker.
That's happening tonight.
I don't have a big old hat. I guess like my dad's cowboy hat up in the attic. I gotta get out. It's like the big one. Dong.
He's euphoric. He says euphoric. Pico says term is polygamy. Y'all
Euphoric
should know
Corbin.
your neighbors to Utah.
Okay, Angela.
It's illegal, Picola, even in that state.
Oh, recap.
They frown immensely upon polygamy in Utah. It is very, very, very much frowned upon. Very much so. They actually have kicked them out of their state.
Yeah, they all live in Mexico.
That, or they've kind of lived in, like, Nevada. They kind of live in a little corner of Nevada, too.
It's not in Nevada. It's the corner of
Arizona. Arizona, my bad. I knew it was one of them.
It's called, like, Colorado, Arizona, or Denver, Arizona, or something.
That one.
I think it's Colorado.
Yeah. So, yeah, even Utah doesn't tolerate it, so there you go. Vincent Raj says, yes, you are. You ready for WrestleMania, huh? Hall of Fame tonight. All excited about the Hall of Fame inductees. Films. You looking more forward to night 1 or night 2 for the WrestleMania? Films says, just let me be, man. It's what it is. It is what it is.
I'm good with both
it was
right
like
now.
That Lisa. If Idaho was smart, we wouldn't know anyone from Utah. Pico says, I just seen Sister Wives. It's too much work.
I know, and they have to like share, like, not the women. I don't feel bad for the women. I feel bad for the dude. It's terrible.
He's the one that chose to do it.
Well, I get it, but oh my God, can you imagine? More than one?
Just imagine if they decided to leave your ass and then got you for fucking child support for the 10 kids each of them had.
Right.
Like, fuck you, man. I want child support, bitch.
I mean, you got a lot of genes moving on.
It's a dangerous weapon.
Like, what?
What? How depressing. A happy.
It's Euphoria.
Give us a joke.
They're showing a little split here.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, this can't be good.
Oh. Low. We prefer happy people. Low.
Pump your brakes, son.
Low. Holy crap. So it's letting you play it on both?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Oh.
This is Fox. It's not a big deal.
Oh. It's faster.
It's a little faster on the computer. It wasn't before it was behind. Then I reloaded it, and it was faster.
Vindicator says, well, I guess nothing else left to say, but see you guys for night 1 of WrestleMania. Still feels weird to say night 1 and 2, but at least it's 2 extra nights of seeing Luke battle Sophie. It says, it's illegal, but they do it under the eyes of God, little off-breeds of Mormons. Vindicator says, and Dalitha, try to keep from getting a queasy stomach at the sight of Drew and Ronda. I'll try. I'll keep my Tums and Pepto-Bismol handy. Luke says, film, your kink gets to be much at times, so you settle down.
Drew McIntyre's just destroying the set.
Yeah. Matthew says,
picking up his sword.
Mormons scare me more than Satanists.
Really?
That's strange.
The Mormons believe the Satanists are the Catholics.
So there you go.
The Church of the Devil, they call it. Well, secretly, they don't outright say it.
They don't just come out and say it, in their doctrine or anything. It looks like, yeah, me too. Russell McIntyre's angry face with a sword in our chat, and Vindicator says, until then, rest up and get your energy levels right. Everyone have a blissful night. All right, Vin. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Ayla
wow.
says,
Who's
I
he
don't know
throwing
if
that
they
at?
actually have multiple wives, but I bet they do. Matthew says, see you tomorrow, Vin. Phil says, sorry, Luke, just wanted to get out of my system. You know me. Vindicator's like, yes, sir. And Luke's like, Hall of Fame time? It was like, my city is like 80% Mormon scary. I get the extreme Mormons in butcher black. They wear hair buns and homemade dresses covered
Nowhere
from
near
ankle.
80%. Our city is more liberal than conservative. So it's probably about 40% would be LDS.
Yeah.
If that, probably 35. But they are the bigger one. But there's a lot.
The people you're talking about are yes, they are the extreme people, but they're part of a different group. I can't remember who they are. The ones that wear dresses and stuff. What are those girls?
Like the fundamental ones?
I think so. Piccolo says they don't drink caffeine, weirdos. Actually, Piccolo, they do drink caffeine. They actually, what's even more funny about the Mormon religion, the LDS, is that the Latter-day Saints, they actually own more stock in Coke. They own over 50% of stock in Coke.
I don't know, about 50.
Yes, they actually do.
Buffett owns a lot in Coke.
But they own like 51 or 52% of the stock of Coke. And so they actually condone drinking coffee, but a lot of their members will drink a Dr. Pepper or an actual Coke. It's pretty funny. Even if they're like really like strict Mormons, they won't drink tea or coffee, but they'll drink a soda. Matthew says, yes, they have multiple wives. Ayla's like, they don't do anything. Piccolo's like, I'm not going to talk mess about another religion. Ayla's like, you don't have to, Fat Lisa. I'll do it for you. Piccolo's like, I never do that. Luna's like, I'm gone now. Matthew's like, Pepsi is better. Ayla's like, the Mennonites? Is that what you're talking about? Is Mennonites? Or something? I don't know crap other than I live with one. If your shoulders show you're a sausage wallet. Colossian Pizza. See you tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So
Fireworks display. Madcap Moss is all scared.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Drew McIntyre almost breaks his sword right here. He's supposed to stab it into the apron.
Uh-huh.
Watch. I've watched it already, so. But it doesn't go in. See? Now he gets it. The whole sword went.
That's pretty funny. He's like, look at me, I have arms. Looks like, aren't there two groups of Mormons, LDS and RLDS? Because in Independence, Missouri, which is just east of Casey, they have the RLDS headquarters. And according to them, the temple where Jesus will land when he returns.
Right. So there's a fundamental brand, but yeah, there's a few different ones. The one you're talking about is from Joseph Smith. They're a direct descendant of Joseph Smith. And so they think the prophet should stay in the family. And so they sected off.
Yeah. From the ones that went to Salt Lake.
Yeah.
By the way, that's what happened. They split.
The ones in Salt Lake went with Brigham Young, obviously, and they elected him or what? God talked to him, or however
he
they
became a
picked
prophet.
it. That's how he became the prophet, and then he took him to the Promised Land.
Yep.
But the Promised Land is actually in Illinois.
Yeah. Where they first started.
I can never remember the name of it. It's like Zulu.
They're finally getting a temple in that area.
Oh, they built it a while back.
Did they build it a while ago? Yeah, they finally got a temple back in that area where they were kind of kicked out.
Right, tarred and feathered.
Mm-hmm. Tarred and feathered and kicked out and stuff like that. But yeah, so you have two types, and then you have the other offshoots of them. You have
the fundamental.
Yeah, you have
the FLDS.
Yeah, the fundamental ones aren't the same as the RLDS that are in what he's talking about.
No, those are Joseph Smith's descendants.
And then you have the regular LDS in Salt Lake. And then you have the fundamentalists. And the fundamentalists are very...
polygamous. They raise kids to marry them at 14, 15 years old.
They're kind of like Mennonites. They're kind of along the same line as like
Warren
Mennonites
Jeffs.
and stuff like that.
That's Warren Jeffs.
Uh-huh. Some of them. And some of them are. And then there's another one. What are the ones in this town? They're around here. I don't think they're fundamentalists, but they're like Mennonite. They wear the dresses, and they cover their hair.
Are they the Mennonite,
they
the
have
ones
their hair
that
all
she's
braided.
talking about?
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're LDS or not.
I didn't think they were. I didn't personally think they were. So
it's just another group of religious people.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Admiral says I'm off duty tomorrow. Matthew says, well, the Mormons don't like sausage wallet. It was like, I don't know names of the cults. I just know the basics. Phone's like, and that's it. They're going to end the show like that. That's a bunch of crap in my honest opinion. Jones, the New York police cat, says, yeah, I got to get back to New York now. And Ayla says, magic underwear and hotel holes in sheets. There's old school Mormons and modern Mormons. This film says, okay, Misty and Travis, I guess I'll go ahead and get going. Bye. Peace out. God bless America. God bless WWE and AEW Women's Armpits. Love you guys. Take care. Bye. All right. Bye, Phil. Bye, film. Excuse me. Matthew says, see you tomorrow, film. Luke says, another thing is our LDS built one temple in Independence with a flat roof so Jesus could land. Then a few years ago, they discovered their calculations were off. He was supposed to land literally across. Film says, bye guys, and bye Matthew, bye Piccola. Illa says their mom is just an off-brand. The head of the family is friends with George's mom. Luke says across the street, so they built a second temple right next to the old one. But the new one has a pointy spiral top, so who knows?
Well, it's easier to catch him if he falls.
Yeah, they can stab him with it that way.
Gore!
Gore! Gore! Gore! Gore! Gore! Gore! Let's see.
All right.
Nauvoo. Nauvoo is the name of the...
Nauvoo, yeah, the Nauvoo Temple.
The Nauvoo Temple in Illinois. That was the one. I was like, I know the name of it. It's a little strange name.
Anyways, we're going to go, but we will be back here really shortly for some
the Hall of Fame stuff. But we'll be back. We're probably going to come back on here in a little bit. But we got to let the dogs out.
It's not even going to start for anher 15 minutes.
Yeah, looks like they've got a timer for it.
It's going to be a bit when we come back, but not too long.
So if you guys want to hang out with us some more tonight.
We'll see you in just a little bit.
We'll see you in a bit. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back in a minute.
Thanks for watching wrestling. Goodbye.
Goodbye.